I'm Mike from Sons Liberty Gunworks, and we're going to be talking a little bit about barrel dimpling. All Sons Liberty barrels come pre-dimpled. Unfortunately, that's not a very common practice in the industry. Most guys that get barrels will notice that barrel is not dimpled. It is extremely hard to ensure gas block alignment with an undimpled barrel, and you're also running the risk of that gas block moving under heavy use. So dimpling is absolutely critical. I've seen there's a YouTube video out there that has over 1 million views of a dude dimpling a barrel, and he's using a gas block as a makeshift dimpling jig. And so I wonder how many millions of people have fucked up their barrels that way. The dimple tells the gas block where to go, not the other way around. A misaligned gas block is the second, I'd say first or second most common cause of short stroke malfunctions out there. I can't overstate how important this little fucking piece is to the function of the gun. When these barrels are made, the barrel doesn't know what configuration it's going to be in. It doesn't know if it's going to have an FSB on there. It doesn't know if you're going to do a low pro. That's why we dimple these things, to make sure that we don't have to guess any of that kind of stuff. This is what an appropriate barrel dimpling jig looks like. And my assistant over here, Dylan, is going to show us how to mount that up and properly dimple. What he's doing right now is he's actually getting the jig set up for the drill. One of those set screws here actually sinks into the gas port, and that's what locks the jig into place. The reason why he's using the gas port to lock it into place is because the hole directly under the gas port is where we put that dimple. And we only dimple in that one position because I don't know what gas block the end user is going to use, but as long as there's a hole directly under the gas port, we can ensure gas block alignment. This is what I was talking about earlier. If you see how the gas block is not actually flush with the shoulder, that would be the appropriate width if there was a handguard cap. This is the importance of using a jig and using that gas port as a mark for the corresponding hole. So you don't obviously want to go too deep on that. You just want to get a little bit of depth, leave a little bit of a divot. When you put a gas block on a dimpled barrel, the set screw will find the dimple and you torque it down. We use 271 red Loctite in case anybody's interested, and we use knurled head set screws, and that gas block will stay aligned and it will not migrate even under extremely hard use. We also pin gas blocks sometimes upon request, but even in this configuration, that gas block will not move. Try to find a barrel from a reputable company that's already pre-dimpled, or if you're a big time into do-it-yourself and you like to do all that, invest in a dimpling jig. Go online and find a dimpling jig, because that is the only way to correctly dimple one of these. Do not go home and get a Black & Decker fucking drill and, you know, try to Uncle Cletus it, man, because the fastest way to ruin a barrel is by putting the dimple in the wrong spot. If that dimple's in the wrong spot, that set screw will find the dimple, and it's almost impossible at that point to align that block. If you're gonna spend $1,000, $2,000, I don't know how much money building a gun, you can afford a $40 jig that is going to help the gun work. That's a little bit about barrel dimpling. Any questions, man, throw it in the comments and we'll take a look.